Probate can be costly. If you hire an attorney, it can be costly. Just to give you an example, I had an individual that reached out to me for some guidance because they had this property that had been in their family for years. And their father had passed away. And then their grandmother and grandfathers had passed away. And their uncle had passed away. And when you hear all of that, you're saying, okay, what's the big deal? The big deal is if all these people died without a will, they all died intestate. What that means is that the property that was initially owned by the grandparents, when the grandmother died first, the property then is split between the father and the children that are left from that marriage. And then if dad dies well after, then you have to take in consideration how you transfer the property to dad and the siblings, and then from dad to the siblings after he dies. And then heaven forbid if the uncle dies, which in that case he did, then you have to figure out how you divide the property to go to the kids. And it is confusing. And so what they did was they called me because the attorney that they reached out to said that it was going to be anywhere between $10,000 to $12,000 to fix that mess. And I told them, I said, yeah, that's about right, $10,000 to $12,000. And the first thing that they said was, well, who's going to pay it? Well, it comes out of the estate. So somebody has to pay it first, and then they get reimbursed after everything is sold from state. But then they said, well, we don't want to sell the property because it's family property. It's a mess. It's a mess, which is why the better thing for you to do is to figure out who you want to get this property to and talk about doing some kind of deed that involves a deed with right of survivorship.